Welcome to Awesome English. I'm Dan. This lesson is a part of our series on literary devices and text features. In today's lesson, we're going to learn all about personification. Let's get started. The tired car drove up the hill. The comfortable chair called the girl. Now these are all examples of personification. Let's learn more. Alright, welcome to our awesome checklist for today's lesson. These are the objectives we want to achieve. So the first one is to know what is personification. Then to be able to know some examples of personification. And the final one, to practice using personification in our writing. Let's keep going. So what is personification? Well, it's when we give human qualities like brave, lazy, and human emotions like sad, angry, or happy to non-human objects like a car or a chair. We can use it to describe settings or make our writing more interesting. Slightly different to pathetic fallacy. Pathetic fallacy is where we use that personification style with nature, like the angry wind. We compare nature to human qualities. Now, personification is not for nature, it's for non-human things, but not nature. All right, let's practice. All right, let's do a little think, pair, share. Now, you can work with the person next to you if you're in class, or you can just brainstorm yourself. So on this side, we have human qualities and human emotions. On this side, we have some non-human things that are not nature. So spend a few minutes. See if you can make some personification by using these two things. Start sharing. Alright, so let's check some answers for some possible sentences you have written around personification. So for the first one, we could have had the lazy car moved down the road. The next one, the happy cup accepted the coffee. And the one after that, the window winked at the man. So we are comparing non-human things with human emotions or qualities. Okay, let's keep learning. Alright, now it's time for some independent learning. You should now have some more confidence using personification. Now remember, you can go and use personification when you're writing a setting description. Even use some pathetic fallacy. Either way, remember, practice makes progress. I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.